Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the SumProduct function and the Lambda function in extracting the teacher's Temptable from the master Temptable. So for Lambda function, you need to have Microsoft Office 365 and also be an Office insider. So in this workbook, I have 4 worksheets. So that is the master Temptable worksheet, that is this one. Then we have the teacher's Temptable worksheet. So this is where we shall extract the different lessons, that is lessons for individual teachers. Then in this worksheet, I have the name of teachers, and the subject that they are teaching, and also I have the code. So that code represents the teacher's number. So to start, we shall go to the teacher's Temptable, and here we shall create the formula. So but before we do that, let us go to the teachers' names. Then we select the names and the headers, and then click on formulas, then click on create from selection, the top row. Now we have created the name range. So to check that, you press Ctrl F3. So that is these names here. Then let us go to the teacher's Temptable worksheet. So here we shall enter the formula, but first we need to type the name of a teacher here. So for example, we shall type Richard's name, and also that is, here we type, that is Richard. Then here you enter the formula SumProduct. So then you enter the first bracket and the second bracket, then press F3 to select the name from the name ranges, then equals, select this cell A7 and then lock it by pressing F4, close brackets, then comma. So we go to the next array. So that is the array for subjects. So select, or that is press F3, select subject 1, then OK. So this should equal to a lesson, that is the first lesson on Monday, and then close bracket again, and then enter. So that gives us a 0. So let us check what this represents. So if you select the name here, then press F9, so you can see true, false, false, false. So the true here refers to the name here, that is Richard's name. So if you remove Richard's name, so everything will read false. So let me undo that, and then let us select also this one for the subject, press F9. So here too you will see true and false. So let me expand the formula bar, Control Shift U. So you can see, so only one true. So to remove this true and false logic, we shall use the double negation. So you just press minus twice here, and then minus twice here. So now we shall have 0 and 1. So select this, press F9, and now we have 1 and 0 and so on. So the same with these subjects. So if you press F9, so you have 1 0 0 0 and so on. So the 1 represent the true and the 0 represent false. So here if we say that if some product here is equal to 1, then return the lesson. So we go to the master Temptable, select this one, otherwise return empty cell. So that will return the subject. So if you type any other person here, so for example let us type Faith, so the cell will be empty. So that way. So we now want to use the Lambda function and also to include the second subject. So to include the second subject, I will just copy this one. So we say again if and then we close the bracket, and here we have now subject 2. So let us enter that one. So that returns an error. So let us check here. So why we have an error? So it is because we need a comma here. Then you enter. So you have the subject. Then now let us replace this with the we include the Lambda function. So the Lambda function is a formula where you can create your own custom formulas. So for example here I'm just going to type Lambda and first bracket, then I type any name there. For example I'll type lesson, then comma. So where now we have the variables for the lessons, I remove this cell here, the cell name, then I just type lesson. So that way. So even this one, so I remove this, I type lesson, and then here I remove this one, I just type lesson. And finally I remove also this one, I type lesson, and then now we close the Lambda bracket, and then we open bracket and we select the lesson in the master Temptable. So this one, close the bracket and then enter. So you have that one. So to make the formula to be much simpler, so let me select starting from here where you have the Lambda function. So then copy and then press Ctrl Alt F3 so that we create another name range, or that is the new name. So let us call it teachers lessons or teachers lesson, and then here we can paste the formula, and maybe here we can comment and say that this formula returns teachers lesson or teachers lessons, and then click OK. So now here I can remove this formula and just type teachers lesson, the one we have just created, then first bracket, select the lesson here again, then close the bracket, then enter. So you have it there. Then now we can copy in other cells by dragging. So you just drag here and then you double click. So that creates other lessons for Richard. Then for the other parts of the lessons, so you can copy this one, select this cell and this one, and then paste, Control V. That populates Richard's lessons. So as you can see here. So now if we type any other teacher's name here, so we shall get their lessons. So for example, again, let us type here Faith, enter. So those are Faith's lesson for computer study. So let us look for another name here. So for example, we type the name Brenda. So that is Brenda. So we have Brenda's lessons there. So type, for example, Ayesha, and you have Ayesha's lessons there. So to make this Temptable to be more friendly, so we shall go to this personal Temptable, and now we create the lessons from the teacher's lesson worksheet. So in this personal Temptable, the first lesson on Monday, just enter. That is the formula concat. So this concatenate the column into a single cell. So that is the lessons in a column to a cell. So that is, let us select the Monday lessons starting from here to this point here, and then we just enter. So that way, so that returns empty because on Monday for the particular teacher here there are no lessons. So let us do the same to Tuesday. So type concat. So that is for concatenating. So select these lessons here. So expect now maths to appear. Then close the bracket and enter. So that one. So here too for Wednesday, so you type concat, then select the Wednesday lessons, that is the morning lessons. So let me select again. So that is Wednesday, then enter. So we do the same to the Thursday lessons. So concat, and then select the Thursday lessons. So that way, and then enter. And finally now we can select the Friday lessons. So that is starting from here. So select that one and then enter. So those are the lessons, the morning lessons. So now let us get the lessons for the other times. So that is for the second lesson up to the end. So by dragging to the right, so let us drag to the right, and that populates the lessons. So let me click on text wrap so that we can see them clearly. So then select text wrap there, Then here we can create a data validation. So that is press on Alt DL and then Tab L tab, and then press F3 to select the name, then equal, then OK, so that we can see that clearly. So let me highlight with the yellow there, and then I select a name. So this cell we can call it control. Just type control in the name box, then press enter. So now this cell is called control. So we go back to the teacher's Temptable and we select. So here I can just type equals control. So that way, and then enter. So it gives you the lessons for Leonard, because Leonard exists here. So now here if we select any name, so we have the lessons, so and so on, as you can see. So those are the particular lessons for the teacher. And now this is a bit friendly Temptable for the teacher, because you can clearly see the lessons. Now we want the name of the teacher to appear on top of the Temptable here. So to do that, you just enter equal signs, then select this cell, so the cell called control, and then type ampersand, speech marks, then apostrophe, then the small s there, and then space Temptable, then close the speech marks, then enter. So now you can see the teacher's name there. So if you select any name now, it will be dynamic, so the name changes there automatically, and so on. So now although this Temptable is friendly, the teacher needs to know which class he is going to, and this Temptable does not show the class. So we need to go back to the teacher's Temptable here. So we modify this formula, so by saying that if the teacher's lesson is equal to, or that cell is equal to empty, return empty. So you put the speech marks there, otherwise return, so you return this formula. So copy that is Control C, then Control V to paste, and then now we select the class. So we put ampersand, then space, so we put space using the speech marks, then ampersand, then select the class, but we need to lock that column so that it doesn't change. So you shift, then press 4 to put the dollar sign, so then close the bracket, that is for the bracket for the if function, then enter, then copy to other cells by dragging, then double click. So now the classes are showing up, so copy that, paste to other cells, so that way now the class is shown. So let us go to the personal Temptable and we see that. So you can see now the particular classes are shown. For example, this is business studies in 4 East and so on. So if you select for other teachers, so the class there is shown. So you can see that and so on. So this Temptable is now friendly for the teacher, so that he can clearly see which class he is going to. So thank you for watching my video and see you in my next video. So please subscribe to my video.